Cash management chapter, two concepts I want to discuss. One is Baumol model, another is called as Miller-Rohr model. Okay, now Baumol model is very simple, ditto same as EOQ, and we have discussed the Miller-Rohr model. Miller-Rohr model, they ask only theory question, but there is also problem in that. Just we'll do one problem for the Miller-Rohr model, but not at asking the examination. But theory is very regularly asking the examination for the Miller-Rohr model in cash management. Okay, now others in cash management can be left out. Never has been asking what examination. No need to worry about that. So now we'll complete by discussing about the two models, namely what? Baumol model and then the Miller-Rohr model. Please. Shh. Stop talking, please. Shh. See, suppose I raise capital of 10 crore rupees. How much capital is here? 10 crore. 8 crore rupees is invested in fixed assets, land, building, plant, machinery, etc. Understood not? No. Another 2 crore rupees, suppose I invest money in stock. I invest money in what? Debtors, etc. Okay. Totally, in all my assets, 9 crore 80 lakhs has been invested. How much invested here? 9 crore 80 lakhs. How much I raised as capital? 10 crore. What is the 20 lakhs here? Remaining as cash. I do not see. Suppose I borrow from you 10 crore rupees here. From you are borrowing 8 crores I gave to landowner, purchased what? Land and building, machinery, etc. So not that. Another 1 crore I have purchased what? Raw material kept in what? Stock. Another 80 lakhs I have produced and sold as goods and it is lying with what? Debtors. So my 10 crore rupees in form of land, building, stock, debtors, etc. Yes or no? No. 9 crore 80 lakhs only account shown. What happened to the remaining 20 lakhs you have given me? I am keeping into what? Cash. Hard cash can be kept, right or not? When I say cash, I mean cash in hand as well as what? Cash at bank. Yes or no? No. This is what we call as the cash as a current asset. Okay, now. So, the current asset can be debtors, stock as well as what? Cash. Now, every asset should be having some use. When I have fixed assets, what the use? I can use it for production, generate sales and make profit. What is the use of keeping, say, a stock? When I keep stock, my production will not get what? Affected, and I will not be losing sales. I can generate what? More profit. Very simple. If I have a stock of finished goods, a customer urgently comes and says, please sell me 10,000 units. I say, I don't have. I have to produce and what? Give me. Means what? You may give to the next. You may go to the next vendor. Are you follow what I am saying? In that case, when I have a stock, it obviously increases what? Sales. Credit sales promotes what? Sales. So debtors is also increasing what? Sales. Each and every current asset or fixed asset is capable of giving me some extra profit. Accepted. The question, keeping cash, what is the use? It is idle resource. Having debtors increases sales. Having stock what? Increases sales. Having fixed assets what? Increases sales. Keeping cash, what happens? What is the use of what? Keeping cash. A question arises now. Now. Cash is an idle money. Understand? Cash is what? Idle money. Does not generate any income. Does not generate what? Any income. Are you following what? But still, company keep cash. Why question arises? Yes or no? Cash is kept for some motives. There are some reasons why company keep cash. Okay. First reason why the company keeps cash in hand is transaction motive. What motive here? Transaction motive. Daily there will be inflows and there will also be what? Outflows. Okay. So to meet their transaction, company keeps what? Cash. Why you should keep cash? Inflow coming, use inflow to settle what? Outflows. Why should I keep cash? Very simple here. I am standing here. Debtor is coming. Creditor is coming. Yes or no? What I will do? I will say, give the money to him. No need to have cash. Yes or no? I stand here, yeah. Inflow, debtors is coming, and what is outflow? Creditors is also coming. So both persons are coming. So I need not handle cash. Debtors, please give the money to what? Creditor. Cash is over. No need to keep cash. Yes or no? So why should I keep cash? The problem is the inflow and outflow rarely match. It rarely matches. Okay. Always who will come first? Creditors done. Okay, debtors will run away and I should run away from what? The creditors. Yeah. Who will come after me first? Yeah, creditors only. So when the payment comes fast and inflow comes what? Next. When there's no matching, I should keep cash in hand to meet my settlement. Yes or no? Enna correct? Romba simple, yeah? At the beginning of the month, suppose I receive salary, okay. So I cannot go to the bank and deposit the money. Daily I have to go and purchase brinjal. I go to the bank and withdraw what? Money for 5 cents and buy what? Brinjal and so on. Because the inflows and outflows are having what? Different timings. So when the inflow comes, I keep it in my hand to meet my what? Outflow. Hence I am forced to keep what? Cash in hand. Point number 1. Yes or no? This is what motive? Transaction motive. Are you following up? Now, second reason for keeping cash is precautionary motive. What motive? Precautionary motive. That is, some cash is always kept. Some money is always kept in what? The bank account or cash, as cash, in order to meet some unforeseen emergency expenses. Inna parida not. Now, rumba simple. Same. Whatever salary I earn, suppose I am spending 30,000 rupees for what? Monthly expenses. Apart from that, remaining money, don't ask me how much it is, okay. So remaining money, salary, suppose what? I do FD. Every month salary what I earn, I put in post office MIS, monthly income scheme for say 6 years. Is what I'm saying. So all money which I earn, after keeping some money for what? Daily expenses, I deposit in what? Post office. For how many years? Yeah? 6 years, 6 years, 6 years. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, suddenly, one day, I get a heart attack. I get what? Suppose I'm having a heart attack, yeah? Now, admitted to hospital. Emergency expense, admits what? A hospital. So the doctor says, immediately pay what? 15,000 rupees cash. Then only the patient will be what? Allowed inside. Okay. Roadly request time. Okay. Now, are you having cash or not? Okay. Immediately settle what? 50,000, go inside. I said, don't ask me 50,000. He said, MIS, after 6 years, what? I'll give you. Now, admit me inside. Allowing or not? No. Because all money put in deposits, invest in fixed assets, everything. Yeah. Then some emergency comes, where to go for money? Are you following what I am saying? In that case, that is, in case of companies also, there can be what? Unforeseen expenditure. They keep petty cash here. Yes or no? Because sudden expenses, some breakdown may happen, some immediate repairs may be required to be done, and so on. In that case, to meet what? The unforeseen emergency expense, always what? Some precautionary motive. People keep what? Cash. Any appreciate? Now, so cash is kept for what? Transactions. Capital comes for what? Precautionary motive. Now, the third reason is compensating balance. What balance here? Compensating balance. See, high valued customers with the bank. Companies are generally what? High valued customers. Or even if you earn more money, if you are having a bank account, they call us what? High value customers, high net worth individuals. For what I am saying? Now, for high valued customers, the bank will give lot of services. Will do what? Lot of services. Okay. They say, we will pay for you the EB bills. Now that they will be paying what? Without my consent immediately. So I will do EB bill servicing, will pay for you what? All the settlements. If you are having a debtors, I'll go for what? Your debtors collection. So many services, bank can provide lot of cash management services. Bank provides what? So many services to some customers. Why it provides services? Because the bank says your minimum account balance 1 lakh. In Dutch bank, no? So there you can open an account only with what? A minimum balance of 1 lakh. Okay. Now always keep what? A minimum balance of 1 lakh. That is the cash held or not? Why you are holding that cash here? As what? Compensating motive. Because they give you so many services. They say all the services are what? Free. Don't think all services are free. Yeah? They make you maintain what? Minimum 1 lakh balance. Count the interest on that. They charge for the service. Everybody follow what I am saying? In that case, they ask you to keep some minimum balance in the bank account for some types of accounts where a lot of services are what? Provided. And that balance also is cash balance only. It's kept for what purpose? Compensating balance or compensatory purpose. Some companies rarely also keep cash for speculative purpose. Speculative means Suddenly a raw material discount sales comes, okay, so we can go and buy a normally 10 rupee raw material at what 6 rupees is also possible. Other day if I don't have a cash, I cannot use that opportunity, yes or no? So in speculating that some opportunity will come, that company also may keep what? Raw material, the cash in hand. That is a very rarity. The first three are what? Important motives for keeping the cash. Cash is very bad. Cash is what? Very bad. No need to keep the cash. Still the companies are what? Keeping cash. Tell me for what purpose? Transaction motive, precautionary motive and compensative motive are the three main motives for keeping the cash. I'll type this and give you the notes. Can I put it or not? Now, see. Understand that cash is an idle resource. Will never generate any money. Yes or no? Yes, whether keep in say the current account or keep in what? The pocket. As liquid cash or bank, both are going to lose me what? Interest. Because if I put at least in what? A security or FD investment will be earning the money from it. So cash is an idle resource. Companies should try to keep as minimum cash as what possible. Properly cash should be kept. Unnecessarily what? Cash should not be kept is the motto of the cash management. Everybody yes or no? Now, in this examination, two tools are discussed in study material regarding the cash management. One is Baumol model, another is what? Miller-Roth model. We can complete Baumol model very soon because it is known to us. It is something similar to the economic order quantity. Can you start discussing Baumol model or not? Now, please. Look at this. Don't think that I am not dictating any notes. I'll give you what? The printed notes for all this in the next class. Okay, please. Or in the Friday's class. The Friday you will come, na? Outstation, I already said, na? Outstation, I'll put in the website Word file only. You can just easily want to download the notes. Understood? Because some time is required for me. Right? Okay, please. Stop talking. Baumol model. See, beginning of the year, company estimates its annual cash requirement. C means what? Annual cash requirement of, say, something around 12 lakh rupees. How much rupees here? 12 lakhs. So what annual cash requirement? 12 lakh rupees. See, in this year, my annual expenses or requirement for cash payment is how much rupees? 12 lakh rupees. This money they should get in hand ready, right or not? Company will be having their cash now in marketable securities. What securities? Marketable securities. What are marketable securities? Securities that can be converted into cash immediately. Is called as what? Marketable securities. They earn some income for the company. Okay. Instead of keeping in a current account or instead of what keeping as a hard cash, all cash what has been earned in last year will be in what? Marketable securities. So this 12 lakhs what they want will be in what security? Marketable security. Point number one. Yes or no? No. Annual cash requirement 12 lakhs. Where is this 12 lakhs? In marketable securities. What I should do? I should sell the marketable securities, convert it into what? 12 lakhs and keep in my hand for making the payment. Yes or no? Correct? No. My question is, on the 1st January itself, all the marketable securities are sold and the money has been converted into what? Cash, 12 lakhs and kept in my what? Drawer for meeting my expenses. Is it correct or wrong? Why it is wrong? Because I don't require 12 lakhs on the first day itself. I require 12 lakhs what? Throughout the year. Yes or no? That means I can say every month I can sell what? 1 lakh security. This month beginning I can sell what? 1 lakh securities and keep it in hand and meet the monthly expenses. Next month what? I sell what? Another 1 lakh security. In that process what happens is some money will not be sold immediately. Till it is sold, it will be earning some interest for me. Yes or no? So in that case, instead of selling all the securities in bulk one time, better do what? Sell in small large number of times so that I'll be earning what? Interest on the money till it is sold. Everybody follow what I'm saying? Is the advantage of converting what once in a year and say so many times in a year and so on. Are you follow what I'm saying? So if I sell in small lots, I sell in what? Small lots as security, advantage is what? I'll be earning interest on the security till it is sold. Yes or no? Disadvantage is Every time I sell, I have to incur what? A brokerage. I have to incur what? Brokerage. A transaction cost will be incurred. Yes or no? So, if I sell only once at the beginning of the year, I incur transaction cost only once. If I sell number of times, 360 times a year, I incur what? 360 times transaction cost. So, selling in smaller lot results in what? More number of lots being sold. It results in what cost here? Transaction cost. In per rate and all. So, is an what can I say? Is a fight between what and what? Interest cost and then what? Transaction cost. Sell in big amounts. The advantage is what? Transaction cost is less, but the interest cost is what? More. Because I immediately sell it, I cannot earn interest till it is sold. Is or no? If I sell in small lots, the advantage is what? The interest cost is less. Disadvantage is what? Transaction cost is more. The question is, what is the optimum lot size? What is what? Optimum lot size. Tell me something ditto similar to what? EOQ. EOQ is for raw material. Bowman model is for what? Cash. And the raw material consumption, this is what? Annual cash requirement. Their ordering cost is what? Transaction cost. Their holding cost going to be what? Interest cost. Other difference here. Yes or no? Yes, sir. This is what we call as what model? Bowman model. So they write optimum lot size. What the formula? Square root of 2CT divided by I. What is the annual cash requirement? What is the transaction cost per transaction? What is the interest cost? Or also they give it. If I take square, we getting what? Optimum transaction size. So Bowman model is equal to what? EOQ. Respond yes or no? Yes, sir. I want you to respond. Yeah. Are you having the clarity or not? With this, we complete the discussion on what? Bowman model. Can you do a problem in this regard or not? No. So notes I'll give you, but let us do the problem straight away. Okay. Let's take the Bowman model question, please. Take question number 1, please. Shh. Don't talk. Take question number 1. Ravana Industries. Shh. Settle down. Don't talk. Ravana Industries projects that annual cash usage of 3.75 million. Can tell me the full number. What is 3.75 million? 37 lakh 50,000. And 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. Okay. And it will occur uniformly throughout the year. Ravana plans to meet these cash demands for cash by periodically selling the marketable securities from the portfolio. The firm's marketable securities are invested at the earn how much percent? 12%. Interest how much percent? 12%. Cost per transaction converting the fund to cash is 40 rupees. Use Bowman model to determine the optimum transaction size for transfers from marketable securities to cash. What will be the Ravana's average cash balance? How many transfers are made per year? Are you following the question or not? No. Can straight away do the answer up? No. Give the heading cash management Bowman model. Heading cash management Bowman model. Cash management Bowman model. Cash management Bowman model. Underline that. Question number 1. Question number 1. Please. Can you start up now? In that right? Facts. Write down facts. Annual cash requirement bracket C is equal to facts, right? Annual cash requirement in bracket right C is equal to annual cash requirement in bracket right C is equal to how much? 37 lakh 50,000. We have to write the number in full. In a square root and all, don't take in thousands. The answer is wrong. In a square root of 100 is 10. Square root of 1000 is not 100. Whenever it becomes all a decimal number, zeros matter while taking what? Square root. Always square root, what I have to do? Write the full number and then take it. 37 lakh 50,000. 37 50 000. Okay. 37 lakh 50,000. Next. I is equal to. Tell me I is equal to how much percent? 12%. I is equal to 12%. T is equal to 40 rupees. I is equal to 12%. T is equal to 40. T means, understand what is T here? Transaction cost. Add on. Optimum transaction size is equal to Formula. Optimum transaction size is equal to square root of optimum transaction size is equal to square root of 2CT divided by I. Optimum transaction size is equal to square root of 2CT by I, which is equal to square root of 2 into 37 lakh 50,000 into square root of 2 into 37 lakh 50,000 into what is T 40 divided by 2 into 37 lakh 50,000 into 40 divided by how much percentage? 12 percentage divided by 12 percentage. Tell me the number here. Anybody has calculated how much it is going to be? 50,000. 50,000 units are rupees are rupees. It is cash amount. 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees. Now, I want to have a clarity before I proceed further. What is this 50,000 rupees? Optimum transaction size we wrote here. I want the meaning. What is 50,000 rupees? Every time I sell marketable security, I sell securities for how much? Yeah, 50,000. Very simple. Yeah. Today I sell how much rupees? 50,000 rupees security. I have in my hand how much rupees? 50,000. It will be spent. Once it is spent, once again I go and what? Sell back another 50,000 like so on. So 37 lakh 50,000 rupees I want. Every time I get how much rupees from the market here? 50,000 by selling securities. Respond yes or no. Write down. Next step. Continue writing. The company requires 37 lakh 50,000 rupees. The company requires 37 lakh 50,000 rupees. The company requires 37 lakh 50,000 rupees of cash to meet its annual expenses. The company requires 37 lakh 50,000 rupees of cash to meet its annual expenses. Of cash to meet its annual expenses. It mobilizes this cash. It mobilizes this cash by selling. It mobilizes this cash by selling. By selling what? Marketable securities. It mobilizes this cash by selling marketable securities. It mobilizes this cash by selling marketable securities. By selling marketable securities. Every time it sells, tell me what it sells how much rupees? Rupees 50,000 what? Securities. Every time it sells rupees 50,000 what? Securities. Every time it sells rupees 50,000 what? Securities. Are you following this 50,000 meaning or not? No. Notes given along with the number. Okay. Now, tell me, next question. What is Ravana's average cash balance? What is the cash in hand Ravana is on an average holding? Is he holding 37 lakh 50,000 up? No. Every time he holds only maximum much? 50,000. Is he always holding 50,000 up? No. First day 50,000. Next day spends some money. Last day what? 0. On an average, Ravana has only how much cash here? Half of OTS. How much it is here? 25,000. Yes or no? Write down. Next. Average cash balance is equal to same as EOQ concept. Average stock like average cash balance. Average cash balance is equal to half of optimum transaction size. Average cash balance is equal to half of optimum transaction size. Is equal to half of optimum transaction size, which is equal to half into 50,000. Half into 50,000. What the average cash balance? 25,000. They lose interest only on this 25,000 because they don't lose interest on 50 because some amount has been what? Consumed. Neither lose on what? 3750 because it is what? In the securities only. They lose interest only on 25,000. The average keep how much cash there? 25,000. Respond yes or no? Now the last part. How many transfers required? Right? Number of transfers per annum is equal to, please. Number of transfers per annum is equal to, I forgot, what is the number of orders formula? What number of orders here? C by OQ. That the annual consumption by order quantity, like that it is C divided by OTS. OTS means what? Optimum transaction size. C divided by OTS. C divided by OTS. which is equal to 37,50,000 divided by 50,000. 37,50,000 divided by 50,000. How many transfers? 75 transfers. Is equal to 75 transfers. Is equal to 75 transfers. Everybody respond. Yes or no? No. With this we have completed question number 1 in what? Bowman model. Now, you believe me, this is what is repeatedly asking what? Examination from this area called as cash management. Can I proceed? Now, we'll do one more problem. The table method we did in EOQ or not? We had the order size, the number of orders, purchase price, etc. Same way we having the next sum where we prepare a table and do the Bowman model. Can I proceed or not? Now, please take question number 2. Take question number 2. Shh. Annual cash requirement of Agarkar Limited is 10 lakhs. So what do you see here? 10 lakhs. Company has marketable securities in lot sizes of how much? 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 2 lakh 50 and then 5 lakhs. That's every time they can sell what? 50,000 or they can sell what? 1 lakh and so on. Like order quantity we have what? Lot sizes. The conversion cost of market security is 1,000 rupees. Is nothing but what? Transaction cost. The interest is 5%. You are required to prepare a table indicating which lot size will have to be sold by the company. Also, show that the economic lot size can be obtained by the Bowman model. Can you start doing the sum together or not? No. We'll do the solution together. Write down question number 2. Write question number 2. Okay. Have the following columns. First column, lot size. First column, lot size. First column, lot size. Please. Second column, number of transfers. Second one is what? Number of transfers. Third column, average cash balance. Fourth column, interest cost. Fifth column, transaction cost. Last column, total cost. Okay. Total cost. Can you start or not? Now, everybody, what are all the lot size given? 50,000. That is, every time you can sell how much? 15,000 rupees marketable securities. Next lot size is what? 1 lakh. Next is what? 2 lakhs. Next is 2 lakh 50,000. And next is 5 lakhs. Can I proceed or not? Now. Can I proceed or not? Now. How much is the annual cash required? 10 lakhs. Listen here. I want 10 lakhs or not. Every time I sell 50,000 rupees security, how many times should I sell here? 10 lakhs divided by 50,000. How many transfers should be made? Tell me how many transfers should be made? 20 transfers. See, a marketable security lot is how much rupees? 50,000 rupees. I want how much rupees? 10 lakhs. How many times should I sell this lot to get the 10 lakhs here? For 20 times. Here how many times? 10 times. How many times? 5 times. 4 times and 2 times. The number of transfers, please. Number of transfers. Average cash balance. Every time I sell 50,000, use it, become 0. Again sell what? 50,000. I'm always keeping 50,000 or no. On an average, keeping how much rupees here? 25,000. Average balance is 25,000. Now, yes or no? Now, next. What average balance here? 50,000. Average balance 1 lakh. Average balance 1 lakh 25,000. Average balance 2 lakh 50,000. Again, just confirmation. What is 2 lakh 50,000? On an average, daily my cash balance how much rupees here? 2 lakh 50. Some lakhs I may keep 5 lakhs. Sometimes I keep what? 4 lakhs and so on. On an average, how much I keep here? 2 lakh 50,000. Inna paisa no? Now, I lose interest on this money here to this money here. Average cash balance I lose the interest. So no? Now, next is the interest cost. 25,000 rupees daily I have cash in my hand. Yes or no? On the, how much interest I lose? 5%. What amount here? 1250. For vibrancy, are you understanding writing or not? Yes or no? Next. 50,000 into 5%, what is the number? 2,500. 1 lakh into 5%, 5,000. 1,25,000 into 5%, 6,250. And next is what? 7,500. Either I lose interest as I increase my marketable security lot, the interest loss what? Increases. Because I keep to hold more cash balance. Okay, now. Which part? Oh, sorry. 12,500. You come 12,500. Accept or not? No. Transaction cost. Every time I sell the security, what the cost here? 1,000. I said how many times here? 20 times. What the cost here? 20,000. 10 times the cost is what? 10,000. 5 times the cost is how much? 5,000. 4 times the cost is what? 4,000. 2 times the cost is 2,000. This is the cost. Innappa right? Now. Total cost is interest cost plus transaction cost. Now what is the total cost? 21,250. 21,250. Next is what? 12,500. 10,000. Next is what? 10,250. And then 14,500. 14,500. Answer me, which is having the lowest cost here? 10,000 what here? 2 lakhs. Write down. Optimum lot size is equal to. Optimum lot size is equal to what? 2 lakhs. Since optimum lot size is equal to 2 lakhs. Since the total cost is lowest in this lot. Since the total cost is lowest in this lot. Since the total cost is lowest in this lot. The total cost is lowest in this lot. Everybody, are you understanding it or not? No. They ask you to do the same thing using what model? Baumol model. What is the formula for Baumol model? 2CT divided by I. Write down. Next. Alternatively, because the question asks you to do so, hence we are doing it. Okay. Alternatively, we can calculate the optimum transaction size using Baumol model. Alternatively, we can calculate optimum transaction size using Baumol model. Using Baumol model. Okay. C is equal to, tell me what is annual cash requirement? 10 lakhs. C is equal to 10 lakhs. T is equal to 1,000. I is equal to 5%. C, T and then I is equal to 5%. Now tell me, optimum transaction size is equal to square root of 2CT divided by I. 2 into 10 lakhs, write the number in full, or I'll write it, you will also write same way, 10,000,000 into what? 1,000 divided by 5%. Square root of 2 into 10 lakhs into 1,000 divided by 5% is equal to how much here? 2 lakhs. Is equal to 2 lakhs. Optimum transaction size is equal to 2 lakhs. Is equal to 2 lakhs. Everybody understanding it or not? No. With this we complete this concept called as what? Baumol model. Okay. In another 10 minutes we'll discuss a concept called as Miller-Rohr model. Okay. Please up to this everybody following up? Now. Next. The last concept we'll be discussing at what? Miller-Rohr model. With this we'll complete the batch. Okay. Cooperate, yeah. This 10 minutes we waste. Jason's I will come immediately. Okay. So let me complete it. I want to spend some time also to tell you how to go for the preparation. That is very important. Then I will leave you. Okay. Now please. It's a simple concept only, this Miller-Rohr model. Please. Okay. Can I proceed or not? No. Please. Shh. Okay, now, see, listen. Understand that daily the company will be getting inflows, company will be getting outflows. Right or not? No. See, when inflow is more than outflow today, the cash balance increases. Yes or no? Tomorrow, if the outflow becomes more than inflow, the cash balance what? Decreases. Like that, daily the cash may increase or cash may decrease based on whether inflow is more than outflow or outflow more than inflow. Point number one, accept or not? Okay, now, see, cash management. What should a treasury manager do? The word treasury means what? Cash. What is the role of treasury manager is the issue. Okay, now, he should decide two things. When to sell securities and convert to cash. Now, they want cash. Cash is in securities. All the same as normal only. All my cash is invested in what? Securities. When I want my cash for expense, I have to sell it or not. Now, the question is, when to sell investment, realize cash to meet the expenses. And number two is, when to invest surplus cash. When to invest what? Surplus cash. That is, company may be having shortage of cash, sometime what? Surplus of cash. If the company is in shortage of cash, whatever they made as investment should be what? Liquidated, sold and converted into what? Cash. When the company is having too much cash, what they should do? They should go and make investment. Yes or no? Either rende work by securities treasury manager. Yes or no? So he should either liquidate investment or what? Make investment. When he should do is the issue. Everybody yes or no? When he should do and how much he should do. Other two issues. Yes or no? How much to invest? When to invest. How much to sell? When to sell. These are two things he has to decide. Timing of the strategy and then what? The quantum of the strategy. Yes or no? Yes, sir. What Millar model says is that fix three levels. Lower bound of cash, upper bound of cash, return point. You can tell me what is this? Lower bound, upper bound, return point. Cash balance should never go below lower bound. Should never go what? Below lower bound. It should never go what? Above upper bound. In other words, when the cash balance touches the upper bound, what I should do? Immediately, I should what? Invest money so that it draws back to return point. Yes or no? Yes or no? Similarly, when the cash balance what? Touches the lower bound, what I should do? Immediately sell security to make a return back to return point. Are you following what I am saying? No. So, as long as it is within the upper and lower bound, you need not do it. Treasury manager can sleep. Okay. When he will wake up? When he gets a red alert, cash has touches above means what? What he should do? He should invest. How much should he invest the money in the securities? Yeah, so much so that the upper one becomes what? A return point. I don't know. Now, when the cash balance touches what? Lower one, what you should do? Sell. How much should he sell? Yeah, it reaches back what? Return point. Yes or no? Now, just for example, I'll tell you. Suppose the upper bound is 50,000 rupees. How much is yeah? 50,000 rupees. The lower bound is say 10,000 rupees. The return point is say 25,000 rupees. For example only, it is not accurate numbers. Okay. Now, in that case, now suppose daily the income is more than what? Expense. The cash touched 50. What I should do? I am having 50,000 in my hand cash. What I should do? Invest. Can I invest 50,000 now? No. As you know so much, 25,000 to make it fall back to 25. Yes or no? Now, on one day, lot of expenses are made. The cash in hand is only what? 10,000. What I should do? I should do what? Sell. How much to sell here? 15,000. To make it reach back to what? 25. This is Millar model. Everybody, yes or no? This model, no. This is what we call as the Millar model for cash management. Can I proceed? Now, we have a formula for this. Before us write this and then go for the formula. Please copy this diagram. One request diagram correct copy. Don't go one by one copy as it is. Okay. Touches what? Upper na drop down. Touches lower one means what? Drop up. That's all. Everybody following up? Now, copy this diagram quickly. See, I am making you comfortable. Okay, now. That's Jason sir class. Can you proceed? Now, see. Now, draw an x-axis, y-axis. You don't see the varapa. Just draw together. draw a line. It is called as LB. LB means what? Lower bound. Draw another line which is called as what? RP. RP means what? Return point. Please. Upper bound, let the distance be higher. That's the reason there. The distance is 1/3, that is 2/3. Okay, that is a formula there. So upper bound, make it much more higher. That's a more logical way of drawing it. So this is called as what? UB. It is called as upper bound. It is called as upper bound. Other lower bound return point distance should be 1/3 of distance between what? The return point and upper bound. 1:2 ratio should be that. That's formula. Can I proceed or not? No, please. And this is called as cash balance. And this is what? Days. Daily. First day, second day, and so on. Now, cash balance will be going up and down or not? No. Just please draw along with me. Okay. Make it touch here. Make it what? Touch here. What should I do? Straight drop here. You should be dropping straight to return point. And cash balance goes. Touch here. What you do? Make it come back to return point. Enough. Okay. Can I proceed now? I have finished drawing the diagram. Don't take so much time for scribbling also. Don't take too much time. Unnecessary. Okay. Okay. Finish copying or not? Write down. Next. First, point number 1. A treasury manager should invest in marketable securities. Please. A treasury manager should invest in marketable security. A treasury manager should invest in marketable security. Should invest in marketable security if he has surplus cash in hand. A treasury manager should invest in marketable securities if he has surplus cash in hand. If he has surplus cash in hand. And should sell marketable securities. And should sell marketable securities. And should sell marketable securities if he has. And should sell marketable securities if he has a shortage in cash requirement. If he has a shortage in cash requirement. If he has a shortage in cash requirement. Point number 2. Millerore model helps the treasury manager. Millerore model helps the treasury manager to understand. Helps the treasury manager to understand the timing of his investment. Helps the treasury manager to understand the timing of his investment or sale. To help understand the timing of the investment and sale. The timing of the investment and sale and the quantum. The timing of the investment and sale and the quantum. And the quantum. Can I proceed? Point number 2 or 3? 3. When cash touches, when cash balance touches upper bound. When cash balance touches upper bound. Answer me, when the cash balance touches upper bound, what he should do? He should invest. He should invest so much cash in marketable securities that he should invest so much cash in marketable securities that he should invest so much cash in marketable securities that the balance falls to fill in the blanks, return point. The balance falls to return point. The balance falls to return point. Point number 3 or 4? 4. Similarly, point number 4. Okay. Similarly, when the cash balance touches Similarly, when the cash balance touches the lower bound, similarly, when the cash balance touches the lower bound, he should sell marketable securities. When cash balance touches the lower bound, he should sell marketable securities so that it returns back to, he should sell marketable securities so that it returns back to return point. It returns back to return point. It returns back to return point. Okay, now, next write formulas. Let's write the formulas, please. Write down. Formulas, underline that. Upper bound is equal to, please write the formula. Upper bound is equal to lower bound plus spread. Upper bound is equal to lower bound plus spread. Don't talk. Upper bound is equal to lower bound plus spread. Next. Return point is equal to, please, return point is equal to lower bound plus 1 by 3 spread. Return point is equal to lower bound plus 1 by 3 spread. Lower bound plus 1 by 3 spread. Please understand that this is lower bound. The gap between lower bound and upper bound, we call it as what? Spread. We call it as what? Spread. So lower bound plus spread gives you what? Upper bound. Is the return point exactly a center up? No. It is lower bound plus what? 1 by 3 spread gives you what? The return point. Innapa return order. So, this is spread. 1/3 is what? Return point. And the full spread gives you what? The upper bound. Innapa return order. Now, the question is, sir, how to calculate spread? Question arises now. Now, next write down. Is the last formula, spread. Spread is equal to 3 into, this is a formula which is standardized. Okay, don't question the logic. Square root of 3 into cube root of, square root of 3 into cube root of, what is that? Now, yeah, you believe me. 3 into cube root of, 3 into cube root of, I wrote cube root, correct? You say square root, it is cube root, yeah, you believe me, okay now. Or set. Okay, but 3 it becomes what? A cube root. Put 5 means what? 5th root. In my sound, that's the question. Okay. Square root, leave it. It is cube root. Can I say it? No. 3 into cube root. Wait, as a cube root of transaction cost into CFV na cash flow variance. 3 by 4 into transaction cost into cash flow variance. They never ask a problem. If they ask, they will surely give you what? Cash flow variance. They will not be asking you to calculate. So, variance na CPT portion na variance formula sigma x minus x upon the whole square divided by n square root. They will be giving you, don't worry, divided by interest per day. This cash flow variance per day divided by interest per day. The formula is 3 into cube root of 3 by 4 into transaction cost into cash flow variance per day divided by interest per day. Divided by interest per day. Now, they'll give you what? Spread. Once you find out spread, what is the upper bound, lower bound plus spread? What return point, lower bound plus 1/3 of spread. Everybody, are you following or not? No. Please respond, yes or no? No. We'll just do one problem quickly before I just complete it. One problem here. Can I say? No. Take question number. Jason said 15 minutes permission. Can I say? No. Problem will not take 15 minutes, just 5 minutes. Problem will be what? Over. Okay. Just number substitution, nothing more. Okay. Now, please take question number 3. Milner model. All of you start telling me 10,000 minimum cash balance. What is 10,000? Lower bound. Variance of daily cash flow means what? CFP, cash flow variance. How much is it? 62 lakh 50,000. Interest rate 0.025% per day. And transaction cost 20. What is the optimum upper and lower bound control limits? What happens in this control limits? Now, first. Let's do it together quickly. Now, first we have to calculate spread. We have to calculate what? Spread. Write down. Question number 3. Question number 3. Write the facts. What all the facts here? First is what? Transaction cost. How much rupees? So what the transaction cost? 20 rupees. Cash flow variance is how much? 62 lakh 50,000. I'll give the logic to some extent after the problem is over. Okay, next. What is lower bound? 10,000. Lower bound 10,000. What is interest per day? 0.025%. 0.025%. If you want to write in numbers, it becomes what? 0.0025. Remember that? Yes or no? Now, all these numbers are done. Can I proceed further or not? Now, next write down. Spread is equal to 3 into cube root of, confusion 3 into cube root of, yes or no? Now, 3 by 4 into, what is the transaction cost? 20 into 62 lakh 50,000 divided by 0.025%. By 0.025%. Okay. It may be sometimes not possible to handle the number in what? Calculator. I'll simplify the calculation. 3 into, please do along with me, cube root of 3 by 4 into 20 into 62 lakh 50,000 is 10 lakhs into 6.25. Correct? Now, 20 into, what is that here? 10 lakhs into what? 6.25 divided by 0.025%. Right or not? Now, tell me. 10 lakhs we can find out cube root. What is cube root of 10 lakhs here? 100. Yes or no? 100 into 100 gives you what? 10,000. 10,000 100 gives you what? 10 lakhs. LKG, 100 into 100 gives you what? 10,000. 100 gives you what? That is 10 lakhs. So, can I take this out as 100 or not? Now, I simplify. It is 3 into 100 into, now you tell me cube root of, take the calculator. 3 by 4 into 20 into 6.25 divided by 0.025%. I want a number calculation quickly. 3 by 4 into 20 into 6.25 divided by what? 0.025% gives how much space here? 3,75,000. In case your calculator does not support such a big number, you can just do all this to maintain the numbers in manageable proportion. Can I proceed? So, 3 into 100 into cube root of 3,75,000. Yes or no? Now, cube root of 3,75,000, you know to find it or not? We discuss in cost, capital, time, effort, etc. or not? Now, how do we calculate that? Cancel everything, right? Type 3,75,000. Put here, type 3,75,000. Plus square root how many times here? 15 times. Plus square root 15 times. Okay, minus 1. Then what you should do? Divided by 3. Then what? Plus 1. Then into is equal to 15 times. What the number? Tell me what is the number? Cube root of 3,75,000. What is the number here? Exactly 70? 72 point? Okay, 72.15. Now please continue. Spread is equal to 3 into 100 into 72.15. 72.15 into 72.15 into 72.15 gives you what? 3,75,000. Amount? 21,646. Okay, 21,646. What number is it? 21,646. 46 may be better. Divided by 3 yes or no? 21,646. 21,646. Right or not? No, please. Upper bound is equal to, upper bound is equal to what? Lower bound plus spread. 10,000 plus what? 21,646. 21,000 plus 10,000 plus 21,000, 640. Give so much? 31,646. 31,646. Return point is equal to lower bound plus 1 by 3 spread. Return point is equal to lower bound plus 1 by 3 spread, which is equal to 10,000 plus 1 by 3 into 21,646. The number, what is the number? Correct. Inge 38 was code 31 hours. The kind of say 10,000 plus 1 by 3 into 21,646. What's the number? 17,215. 17,215. 17,215. Everybody yes or no? No. Now, when suppose I ask this problem, don't stop here. Then they will not be giving full marks. What I should do is next draw the diagram. One minute here. Draw the diagram. This is what? Cash balance. And this is days. You have lower bound, return point, and then upper bound. Some number you put it. Okay. Now, write the numbers here. What is upper bound number? 31,000. What is 31,646. Okay. Return point is 17,215. 17. What is lower bound? 10,000. Lower bound 10,000. Lower bound 10,000. I allow you to complete the answer. What you should say in the answer is, when the cash touches 31,646, the manager should invest. How much should he invest here? 31,646 minus 17,215. That money should be invested. When the cash touches what? 10,000, he should what? Sell. How much should he sell? 7,215. Like that, the answer should be completed. Everybody, are you understanding the Miller-Orr model for the cash management or not? Yes or no? No. With this, we complete our portions.